In our previous class, we discussed about different distribution of charges. So first we discussed linear charge distribution. So what was linear charge distribution? That was if a charge Q is distributed along a line of length L, then this is called linear charge distribution. And one value we defined, that is a linear charge density. Lambda is equal to Q by L, charge per unit length. So রৈখিক আধান বণ্টন ধৰা হল এডাল ৰেখাৰ ওপৰত এটা কিউ পৰিমাণৰ আধান সুষমভাৱে বিস্তাৰিত হৈ আছে তেতিয়া হলে এই বিস্তাৰকে কি কোৱা হয় ৰৈখিক আধান বণ্টন বুলি কোৱা হয় আৰু ইয়াত আমি এটা প্যাৰামিটাৰ ল্যামডা ডিফাইন কৰিম গতি ল্যামডা হৈছে ৰৈখিক আধান ঘনত্ব সো কিউ বাই এল এটা আমি যদি এটা উদাহৰণ ধৰি লওঁ ধৰা হল বৃত্তাকাৰ আঙুঠি এটা আছে আৰু ইয়াৰ দৈৰ্ঘ্য এল ইয়াত কিউ পৰিমাণৰ আধান সুষমভাৱে বিস্তাৰিত হৈ আছে আৰু ইয়াৰ ব্যাসাৰ্ধ আৰ তেতিয়াহলে ৰৈখিক আধান ঘনত্ব ল্যামডা হ'ব কিউ ল্যামডা ইকুৱেল কিউ বাই এল আৰু ইয়াৰ এছআই হ'ব কুলম পাৰ মিটাৰ আৰু আমি জানো পৰিধি টুৱাইস পাই আৰ সো কিউ বাই টুৱাইস পাই আৰ কুলম পাৰ মিটাৰ let us consider a circular ring of radius r where charge q is uniformly distributed along the line if l is the length then what is linear charge density that is given by q by l and the SI unit is coulomb per meter what is the circumference of the circle that is given by twice pi r already you know so lambda is equal q by twice pi r coulomb per meter next surface charge density let us consider an arbitrary surface having area A. Suppose Q charge is distributed over the surface uniformly. Then this distribution is called surface charge distribution. And here we will define another quantity sigma that is called surface charge density. That is called surface charge density. So that is defined as charge per unit area and the SI unit is coulomb per meter square. For example, let us consider a spherical surface of radius r. Suppose q number of charges are distributed over the surface uniformly. Then what is sigma? Sigma is given by q by a charge per unit area. Q by a. A means the surface area of a sphere is given by 4 pi r square. So coulomb per meter square. So this is our surface charge density. এটা পৃষ্ঠ আধান বণ্টন কাক কয় ধৰা হল এখন পৃষ্ঠ বিবেচনা কৰিছো তাত কিউ পৰিমাণৰ আধান সুষমভাৱে বিস্তাৰিত হৈ আছে এনেদৰে এখন পৃষ্ঠত আধানবোৰ বিস্তাৰিত হৈ থাকিলে তাক আমি পৃষ্ঠ আধান বণ্টন বুলি কোৱা হয় আৰু ইয়াত আমি এটা ৰাশি সংজ্ঞা দিম হেতু হল পৃষ্ঠ আধান ঘনত্ব এটা পৃষ্ঠ আধান ঘনত্ব হৈছে প্ৰতি একক ক্ষেত্ৰত থকা আধান আৰু ইয়াৰ এছআই একক হৈছে কুলম্ব পাৰ মিটাৰ স্কয়াৰ উদাহৰণ স্বৰূপে গোলাকাৰ পৃষ্ঠ এটা বিবেচনা কৰা হল যাৰ ব্যাসাৰ্ধ r ধৰা হল কিউ পৰিমাণৰ আধান ইয়াত সুষমভাৱে বিস্তাৰিত হৈ আছে তেতিয়াহলে পৃষ্ঠ আধান ঘনত্ব সিগমা হ'ব কিউ বাই এ গোলাকাৰ পৃষ্ঠৰ পৃষ্ঠকালি কিমান তোমালোকে জানা 4 pi r square so sigma is equal to q by 4 pi r square coulomb per meter square now we will define third distribution that is our volume charge distribution let us consider a cubical volume of side cube of side L. Suppose charge Q is distributed within the volume uniformly. Then what is then this is called volume charge distribution. Then we will define another quantity rho. That is volume charge density. That is given by Q by V and unit is coulomb per meter square. For example, let us consider a sphere of radius r. Suppose Q charge is distributed over the sphere uniformly or within the sphere uniformly. Then what is rho? Rho is equal to Q by V charge per unit volume. Volume of a spherical sphere is given by 4 by 3 pi r cube coulomb per meter cube. Okay, this is our volume charge density. ধৰা হল কিউ পৰিমাণৰ আধান ঘনক L দৈৰ্ঘ্যৰ ঘনক এটাত সুষমভাৱে বিস্তাৰিত হৈছে তেনেদৰে গতিকে বিস্তাৰিত হৈ থকা আধানক আমি আধানৰ আয়তন বণ্টন বুলি কম আৰু ইয়াত আমি এটা ৰাশিৰ সংজ্ঞা দিম, এটো হলো ৰ হৈছে আধানৰ আধান ঘনত্ব, আয়তন ঘনত্ব, আধানৰ আয়তন ঘনত্ব বা আধান ঘনত্ব বুলিও ক'ব পাৰি। গতে আধানৰ আয়তন ঘনত্ব হৈছে Q/V, ইয়াৰ এসআই হৈছে কুলম পাৰ মিটাৰ স্কয়াৰ। আমি উদাহৰণ হিচাপে ধৰিলো গোলাকাৰ পৃষ্ঠ এটা লৈছো, তাত Q পৰিমাণৰ আধান সুষমভাৱে বিস্তাৰিত হৈ আছে, তেতিয়াহ'লে আয়তন ঘনত্ব হ'ব Q/V। আমি জানো গোলক এটাৰ আয়তন হৈছে 4/3 pi r3, গতে ইয়াৰ এক কুলম পাৰ মিটাৰ কিউব। Now we'll try to solve a problem. আমি এটা problem এটা সমাধান কৰাৰ চেষ্টা কৰিম। Calculate the total positive or negative charge on a piece of 3.11 gram of copper. Copper 3.11 gram টুকুৰা এটাত থকা মুঠ ধনাত্মক বা ঋণাত্মক আধানৰ পৰিমাণ গণনা কৰা। Now how to solve this problem? What are the parameters given? What are known? What are unknown? So we have to find all these things from our problem. First you have to study the problem carefully, then you try to solve. Now we'll go to our solution. Now given m is equal to 3.11 gram, and we know Z number of copper is equal to 29, atomic number 63.5, and this is the Avogadro number, that is 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. Now what to find out? Let total number of protons in the copper piece is n is the total number of protons. Good. M, small m. So we have to find out small n. So what will be the total charge of proton or electron? Total charge of proton or electron will be equal to n Ze. E is the basic charge of an electron or a proton, and Z, this is a Z number. So total charge of protons in an atom. So how much atoms are there? N atoms are there. So Z is the number of atoms in number of protons or electrons in an atom is the basic charge. So suppose this is equal to Q. What is QP? Number of protons in the piece, that is equal to number of electrons in the piece, that is equal to Q. Say so QP is the positive charge and Q is the negative charge. So total number of positive charges is exactly equal to the total number of negative charges in a neutral copper piece. So what is our job now? We have to find out the total number of protons or electrons in the given mass. So you know 1 mole of a substance, that is copper, is equal to 6.02 into 10 to the power 23. So 63.5 gram of the copper is equal to this much. Okay, so 1 gram will be this much, and 3.11 gram is equal to this much. So in physics you have to solve problems without calculator in exam. So practice of calculator must be avoided. So you have to do rough calculation. How to do the rough calculation? Here 6.02 you consider it as 6, okay, and 3.11 you consider it as 3, and 63.5 for rough calculation you consider it as 60, and your power is 10 to the power 23. And 6 tens are 60, so 3 into 10 to the power 23, so 1 power will cancel, so 22. So roughly the value will come out to be 3 into 10 to the power 22. So you need not do this calculation, you write here, you do this in your side calculation. So after this step you just write giving the approximately sign, that is 3 into 10 to the power 22. So thus we have got total number of protons or total number of electrons in the given piece is equal to 3 into 10 to the power 22. And now what is Q? Q is equal to NZE. So N we have found 3 into 10 to the power 22, and Z value you know 29, and what is E? Basic charge of electron 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. So you write here what is E? 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Now rough calculation is shown. The calculation is shown in our site. So this is equal to 139.2 into 10 to this is power 1922. So this is our 3. In generally what we do when we express any expression in power form, then we only keep one digit before point. So 1.392 into 10 to the power 5. This the unit is our how much total charge coulomb. This is the total number of positive charge or total number of your negative charge. But if you do the calculation with the help of your calculator, the value will come out to be 1.37 into 10 to the power 5 coulomb, which is not much different from our rough calculation. So if you write like this, this will be 100% correct. So you have to try to solve problems roughly without calculator. Next problem, the electrostatic force on a small sphere of charge 0.4 microcoulomb due to another small sphere of charge minus 0.8 microcoulomb in air is 0.2 Newton. What is the distance between the two spheres? Minus 0.8 microcoulomb গোলাকাৰ আধান এটাৰ বাবে 0.4 microcoulomb গোলাকাৰ আধান এটাৰ ওপৰত প্ৰযুক্ত বলটো হৈছে 0.2 নিউটন। গোটেইখিনি এই বলটো ক'ত ক্ৰিয়া কৰিছে? বায়ু মাধ্যমত ক্ৰিয়া কৰিছে। গোলক দুটাৰ মাজত ক্ৰিয়া কৰা বলটো গণনা কৰা। প্ৰথমে আমি চাব লাগিব ইয়াত কি দিয়া আছে। প্ৰথমে দিয়া আছে Q1 0.4 microcoulomb, that is equal to 0.4 into minus 6 coulomb. So immediately what is your job? You have to convert the units generally to SI units. Okay, SI unit is coulomb, so you convert it into SI unit. Next, Q2 is minus 0.8 microcoulomb is equal to this much coulomb. So F is given, F is equal to 0.2 Newton. What to find out? You have to find out R. So you know the value 1 by 4 pi epsilon is equal to 9 into 10 to the power 9 Newton meter square per coulomb square. Always you write this value because you should write the units also. If you just put the value 9 into 10 to the power 9, then your answer is not complete. You must know the units. Okay. Then we will use the formula F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R square. So this will give you R square is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by F. So you now put the values. What are the values? 9 to the power 9 and this and this and this. So 0.2, 0.8, that means 8 by 2, that is our 4. So how to calculate it roughly? So this is in square form. So in our mind, so all this should be in square form. So 9, what is 9? 3 square. Now this is your 10 to the power, you make it 10 to the power 8. 10 to the power 8 is equal to what? 10 to the power 4 square. 1 10 is there, so bring the 10 here, so multiply 0.4 by 10, that is 4. 1 4 is here, another 4 is here, that means 4 square. And 10 to the minus 6, there are 2 10 to the minus 6, so 10 to the minus 6 whole square. So this is our rough calculation. You do it in your side calculation, need not write here. Okay. Then what is our under root of this mass? Under root of this mass. Immediately the R will come out to be very simple, 3 square root 3. This is 4 4 4 4 12. And this is equal to 0.12 meter. Okay, this is our answer. R is in meter. So thus we have to solve the problems. Here I forgot to tell one thing, most probably in our value, whether we are doing the calculations, you need not write the negative sign here. Q2 our charge or negative. The meaning of the negative sign was that the force is attractive. So solving the problems, it is not necessary to write the negative values because okay, then it will be problem. So in calculations you always use the positive values of charges. Okay, next class.